An Islamic terrorist group in Russia released a new video claiming responsibility for twin suicide bombings in Volgograd last month, which killed 34 people. When it comes to this Cards-Dodgers series, everything about the Dodgers is bigger. They play in a bigger city, have a bigger payroll, and more big-name players. But you know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. These teams have met 3 times in the World Series. The Cardinals have won 2 of those. Who's going to win this series? Well, we broke it down position by position.
Think they're going to do it?
I think we got it.
All right, yeah. Tough game against Auburn next Saturday.
Take them down. We're going to show who the real Tiger is.
If you're a basketball fan, forget Christmas. This is the most wonderful time of the year. Tony Bennett sang he left his heart in San Francisco. The Rams will probably leave memories of this loss here as well.
So I asked Sean, I understand your confidence in the Cardinals, but why Boston? He said, I believe in the beard.
The 2013 class brings excitement to a Rams team already bubbling with expectations for the coming season. Joshua Brown's song is one of hope and happiness. A little guy thankful for the little things, like his favorite toys and his favorite team. The St. Louis University Billikens. Appreciating Joshua's joy comes with knowing his journey. He's battled brain cancer since he was 2 months old.
He didn't walk until he was 4 years old. He didn't eat solid foods till he was probably almost 5.
Now 9 years old, that familiar foe returned for a rematch.
In December of 2012 was when we found out that there were new spots growing.
But this time around, Joshua fought cancer with a medical team and a basketball team. He connected with the Billikens through Friends of Jacqueline, an organization pairing kids fighting brain cancer with college and high school sports teams.
His personality just blossomed when he was around them.
And around no one more than Jake Barnett.
I was just like, wow, here's a kid who has confidence, who has spunk, who clearly is battling, but still, has a great attitude about it.
The Billikens rallied Josh through radiation. He hung with them on the hardwood.
That was the one they signed and gave to us for his birthday.
Teamed together.
Get out there and beat those other team.
Slew did just that.
He'll take it himself. The defense down for Ellis.
Historic success meant a trip to the NCAA tournament. National exposure for the team and Joshua.
You're looking at Joshua Brown, 9 years old, and he's been battling brain cancer.
Three-pointer made the first one of the night for the Bills.
But one round into the big dance,
The Ducks are moving on.
The music stopped for St. Louis U. Basketball games, like life, can't last forever. Less than 3 months after Slew's season ticked to a close, the clock was winding down for Joshua.
The tumor had spread dramatically the end of April. Within 10 days of when we had that MRI, he was in a coma.
On Sunday, June 2nd, after a month in a coma,
Taking longer to breathe, taking longer to take a breath, until he just stopped breathing.
Really, the last thing that I remember was when he was going into the coma. He said lots of praise, and we've always kind of wondered about that. It's like, well, where did that come from?
I think in those moments, everything kind of slows down, and you start remembering, oh man, like this is for real. Like, he's not here anymore. I won't go to his house and see him, tomorrow.
Jake spoke at Joshua's funeral.
Here was a kid who struggled, who had a lot of problems, but yet in hindsight had a hope and a motivation that was not of this earth.
Through wins and devastating losses, teammates pick each other up. The Billikens carried Joshua to his final resting place.
We have all the confidence in the world that he is in heaven, that he is healed.
For the Browns, part of moving forward
I would be ironing his dress shirts before he would go to school.
means going back to a place and people keeping Joshua's memory alive.
On behalf of Billiken Basketball, Athletic Director Chris May would like to present a 2012
2013 Atlantic 10 Conference Championship ring to the Brown family.
Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
Oh, it has his name on it. It makes you proud as a mom to know that, Joshua's influence was so huge in just that short time.
An influence the Browns share through their foundation, Joshua's Great Things.
Every night before Joshua would go to bed, he would say, God will do great things in me. And he wouldn't go to sleep until he said it. And we believe that. That's how he lived his life, doing great things, influencing people. And that's what we want to see continue.
Living life on borrowed time, Joshua Brown shared his greatest gifts: hope, happiness, and a light that shines eternal.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
I'm Mike Colombo, News 4. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, it's safe to say this one doesn't have a price.
Well, my father asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I said I want to meet Stan Musial.
Hospitalized with polio, 11-year-old Bill Herbst didn't exactly make that birthday buy easy for his parents.
Later, when he left the hospital, he thought, oh my God, how do I make this happen?
But parents can be miracle workers, and on October 23, 1950, a unusual miracle took place at St. Mary's Hospital in East St. Louis.
It was very hard to believe that a man like that would take time to come see somebody like me.
But this wasn't just any man, it was Stan the Man.
It's just a case of your idol, someone you idolized from the time you could really remember, walking in suddenly and saying, hi, Bill. And, I was flabbergasted.
And blown away a year later when Stan sent this autographed photo on his 13th birthday.
And I was terribly impressed with that, too, that he remembered a year later.
Over 50 years later, Bill's daughter Beth helped bring her father's moment with Musial full circle.
We've heard the Stan Musial story multiple times over the years, and I just really wanted to get it signed for him.
Tell us what his emotions were like when he opened the gift and saw this.
There wasn't a dry eye in the room. There really wasn't.
Is it crazy for you to think that the 20 or 30 minutes that you guys spent together all those years ago still has such a tremendous impact on your life?
Oh, it absolutely does. It absolutely does. I think about it quite often, in fact, because as I've said before, outside of my family, it's something I'll cherish till the day they bury me.
Cherishing Stan Musial the person as much as Stan Musial the player, the Cardinals' patron saint in a town known as baseball heaven.